Mic check. My mic sounds nice. Y'all come in here, man. Let's talk about this new interview that everybody is messaging me saying that I gotta talk about. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What would I be doing if I wasn't here keeping it gully? Make sure you go to the website. Step your game up, man. Get strapped with this 100% herbal supplement. TRIFECTA. This improves blood circulation throughout the body. Without blood circulation, there's no growth, there's no life. Without blood circulation, things start to die. Alright? This 100% natural herbal supplement improves testosterone production. After a man is over the age of 35, his testosterone levels start to drop. That's why y'all be running to get them gas station pills, man. Your pole ain't hard like it used to be, but with this here, this is gonna just improve everything going on with you internally. We're low on energy, trying to step your game up in the gym, the workplace. I've said this many times, I don't be here trying to sell this shit to you, man. I'm trying to share some game with you, man. This is what I'm on. TRIFECTA. It's on my website, therealdribble.com. Before I get started, I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Jeremy Mulligan from Detroit. He sent me all of these books. That's 3 of them. It says a novel by Remy, aka Rio. His government name is Jeremy Mulligan, and he put out 6 books from the penitentiary. Jeremy Mulligan is a guy I met about 24 years ago. He's doing, I believe, almost 30 years, maybe like 26 to something. I was on maximum security with him about 23 years ago, I believe. And I was thinking about him the other day, and I asked another guy from Detroit. I said, yo, did that nigga Rio ever get out of jail? He was like, nah, man. He said, I still talk to him and shit. He down Chester, so they put me in contact with him. And me and him was doing some time together on this Max block. And we used to exchange books. I had books, he had books. I had all of the Donald Goins and the Dutches and all of that type of shit. And we used to exchange books all the time. And we started to develop a relationship. When I ended up getting off the F block, maximum security, and going to another block, I left him there, and he went on and got his 25 years or whatever. But I was thinking about the cat. And lo and behold, our relationship was built on literature and exchanging books, and he got 6 of them, and I got 1, which I'm about to reproduce as an audio book. But I just wanted to give him a shout out. He's from Detroit, man. He's from the Black Bottom in Detroit. A lot of y'all might know him as Rio or Remy. His government name is Jeremy Mulligan. That's my man and shit. So shout out to him. I'm actually gonna do his show. He has a podcast that he be running from the prison system and shit. So I don't do a lot of interviews, but I told him I'm definitely gonna get on this platform, man. Try to give him some footing online. So yeah, man, I'm proud of my guy and shit, man. I was thinking about him just out the blue, and I ended up catching up with him. So shout out to him. Come on, Captain Crunch. Come on, man, chill. I was gonna get to that. Just chill, man. Just chill before y'all start talking about Bleak and all of this. I'm gonna get to that. Jay-Z got a new interview out with GQ magazine, and it's my understanding that the interview is in relation to him appearing on the cover of GQ magazine. That's what prompted this, I guess. People messaging me saying, what do you think of Jay-Z's new interview? It was ass. Interview was ass. It was ass. I had to pull it back a couple times, and it was only 35 minutes long. I had to pull it back a couple times. Why? Because I was dozing off. Yeah, I got beard butter on. Excuse me. So, yeah, the interview, I was dozing off, man. It was, somebody said mid. I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, my man? Uh, I don't just, this is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be difficult for me. I'm a Jay-Z fan, and I just can't say enough about how I wasn't thrilled by this interview at all. This interview was a snooze fest, man. I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, fam? We don't want to hear none of this space shit, this political shit that you doing, man. I guess he's trying to reintroduce himself. I don't know. Whenever these niggas go to one of these platforms like Rolling Stone, GQ, Complex, the shit go wrong. It go terribly wrong. It does. It just don't go right. The people that be running the line of questioning, they're not in tune with this fucking art form. The young boy said during the course of the interview that he was 10 years old when Ether came out. If you was 10 years old when Ether came out, chances are you don't even fucking know this nigga like that. You don't know his body of work. You don't know the history. You probably did some research and was briefed before you got up there with him. You was 10 years old. I find it hard to believe that you were interested in a battle that was going on between Nas and Jay-Z at 10 years old. Period. I find that hard to believe. So the interview was being conducted with a journalist, I guess, somebody that they didn't just got out of one of these people's university, who's not really in tune with what the fuck is going on. We don't want to hear about your daughter, my nigga. We don't want to hear about Blue Ivy. We don't want to hear about none of this space shit that this nigga was talking to you. None of this shit that you was saying, none of this shit that he was asking you was sticking. I'm intelligent. I was trying to find and extract the meat. This interview was vegan as a motherfucker. This vegetarian ass interview, man. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? Nobody want to hear this shit, man. Nigga, nobody want to hear this shit. We don't. We want to know, what's your current relationship with Sean Combs? We know that you was going to get on here and say that I was in a dark space when Tony Busby filed the lawsuit, and when they had my name associated with the 14-year-old girl, it was a very, very hard time. We expected that. We expected you to say that. And I believe that was something that you wanted to mention during this interview, because aside from that, nothing else that you was saying made any goddamn sense. Nothing that you was saying made any sense. And it reminds me of your music. It reminds me of your music. And I'm saying to myself, man, only a fool remains the same. A wise man will change many times. This interview reminds me of his music career. It does. The interview reminds me of his music career. I went to see this nigga in concert twice. I seen him at the Rock the Mic tour. You can kind of say that's when he was around, and he was kind of in his prime. The Rock the Mic shit, that was straight. Then I went to go see him some years ago, and he was in concert with Drake. So that's like a new era of Jay-Z, because Drake's around, right? And I couldn't have been more bored at this fucking show. I'm like, my nigga, don't nobody want to hear these songs that you fucking performing, man. Like, is you doing this shit on purpose? Is you doing this shit on purpose? Nobody wants to hear this shit. Nobody wants to hear this shit that you spitting right now. These songs, and they said that he said something like, if you want to hear my old shit, go buy my old records. This is a concert. We don't want to hear New York. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear none of this bullshit, man. We don't want to hear none of this shit from the 444 album. None of this new shit that you on. We don't want to hear none of that. We don't. We don't want to hear this shit, right? And this interview was it was similar to his music career. I said this myself about Nas. I started out a Esco fan, right? And I said over the years, he kind of lost me. And Jay-Z, over the years, he kind of lost me. Keep it 100, Gully. Thank you, Craig. Couple of, as he progressed, he kind of lost me. I'm like, the song Still, nigga, that was straight. Some of the shit that he did with Jay Electronica, that was straight. But all of this shit, all of this Jay-Z in the latter years is bullshit. Is garbage. Is garbage. And he's going to perform at Yankee Stadium soon. He said during this interview, he said this year, 2026 is going to be all offense. 2025, I was on defense. I was under attack. So he going to do the Yankee Stadium shit. And he's headlining the Roots Picnic, him and Erykah Badu, who's coming, Erykah Badu's going to be there. So this is obvious I want to get my lick back. You know what I'm saying? I want to remind y'all of who the fuck I am. This is Jehovah. This is what he plans to do, I imagine. When he get in fucking Yankee Stadium, or when if he try that bullshit in Philly, they'll throw shit at him on the stage. They'll throw tomatoes and bottles and shit at him. Nobody don't try that down there. But if he don't get on the mic and say, I'm from up the block, around the corner, and down the street from where the pimps, prostitutes, and the drug lords meet. If he don't get up there and say that type of shit, it's gonna be a fucking problem. Anyway, this interview was bullshit. We want to know how you feel about all of the jabs and the attacks coming at you online from Curtis Jackson. We want to know what prompted this. What's 50 thing with you like? What's y'all relationship like? Do y'all have a relationship? How do you feel about the shots that he takes at you? What's up with that? And then we want to hear, what's your current relationship with Puff? Like, y'all was always pretty cool. You got a lot of pictures together and shit like that, and y'all had a history together. Y'all was in each other's videos and shit. You shouted him out on the Go Crazy remix with Jay-Z. When Puff was in that tub spilling Mo, I was at my video, Chris on the speedboat. We want to hear that. But we want to know, what's your relationship like with him now? And since he's been convicted, have you talked to him? Is that your guy? Do you have any relationship with him today? Okay. How you feel about Dame's teeth falling out of his mouth on social media? If I conducted the interview, he would have, technical foul, he would have probably stopped it and got up and walked off. People are implying that Dame has been going through some turbulence since y'all's separation. And some people are saying, damn, is Hove gonna give him something? Is Hove gonna come to his aid? Like, how do you feel about people implying that you should help Dame Dash? What happened? What's the beef? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you fuck with him? Like, what's going on? We want to hear it from you. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that we want to hear during an interview. An interview is supposed to be riveting, engaging. It should be more viral than this dialogue that I'm giving you now. I'm making this shit sound important. I'm making this shit sound interesting. The interview was a snooze fest. It was a snooze fest. I don't even know what the fuck that was about. He accomplished nothing. He accomplished nothing besides saying that I was under attack when Tony Busby, why would they do this? Like, you don't just accuse someone of that. With the exception of that, what else was in this entree? Those are probably questions Jay told his publicist, please don't ask these questions or I'm out. I'm quite sure that that's how it went down. There was a discussion on the things that we not going to talk about. I'm pretty sure that went like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it went like that. It was nothing good about this shit, man. It wasn't, man. And this is what happens when people outside of this art form interject. If you follow me on IG, I dropped a video earlier today that was extracted from my live stream a couple of days ago when I was talking about when you create something in pursuit of money. When you create something in pursuit of money, it's probably going to be void of passion, void of originality, and it ain't going to stick. That interview is not going to stick. I don't even know why he did it. I don't even know what the fuck that was about. I don't. I don't. I'm confused like a motherfucker. When you get GQ and Billboard and these people involved, you are very, very far removed from the listening body, the audience, the energy that supports and pushes this culture. This ain't us. Complex ain't us. GQ, they made a list of the top 10 rappers and shit. It's not going to be people who we favor. But these niggas, for some reason, and he does this a lot, he tries to stand on his pedestal, or he tries to be a part of hip hop, but be detached. Be a part of hip hop, but be detached at the same time. How can you claim that you're a part of this shit, but your actions show detachment at all times? How in the fuck do you do an interview with somebody's platform and your little man is a podcaster? I couldn't tell nobody that that's my guy. I couldn't tell nobody that's my dude. And niggas need to stop calling niggas big homie and shit like that. A nigga that you grew up with, been around your whole life and shit, don't be calling these niggas big homie and shit like that, because when you do that shit, they place you in a certain space. You know what I'm saying? They place you in a certain space. I would have been the first to call this nigga like, yo, what's up with my platform, my nigga? What's up with my platform? How the fuck are you on GQ and you ain't did no interview with me yet? And now we know that if he did an interview with Memphis Bleek, it was going to be tailor-made so Hov is comfortable. But fuck that. Fuck that. What makes you think that I'm going to accept you saying that you my man, you saying that you love me, Marcy and all of this shit? Why the fuck are you not on my platform? And I highly doubt that he ends up getting on Bleek's platform. I highly doubt it. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. But the disrespect, the public disrespect, I do this shit for a living. What makes this nigga, this young boy that was just questioning you, what makes him more special than me? What makes him more special than me? How the fuck could this happen? How could this happen? You don't fuck with me like that. You don't. You don't love me, my nigga. You don't. Love is displayed through actions. Period. I'd have went ballistic on that nigga. If he was my man, I was just with the niggas that raised me the other day. They brothers, Lamar and Lionel Williams. Used to pump for these niggas growing up. Whenever I'm around them, I turn back to that privileged little kid. Yes, I was privileged. Yes, I was chosen to be a part of this organization. I wouldn't accept that from them niggas. I wouldn't accept that from them niggas. You couldn't put in the words why you were on this other platform and you haven't got on my shit yet. When you pop out, you mean you gonna go over there with them white folks? This is against everything that you say in your raps. I thought you said that you was gonna make them pay for what they did to the Cold Crush. This don't make no goddamn sense. It don't. I just had to stress that part. I couldn't wait to get on here and say that about the Memphis Bleek shit. I'm like, damn, your little man got a podcast. Why ain't you on this shit? Why aren't you on his shit? It makes me believe some of the things that Oskino is saying right now about Bleek and Hov. Y'all like this video, man, subscribe to the channel. I had to get on here and speak about this. And guess what? There's not a lot to talk about. I'm listening to this interview. I'm like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? What is this about? There's something what is this about? Is this about money? The GQ pays you to pop out and do this shit? More than likely it's about money. And that's why it's void of passion, character, substance. Because it's in the pursuit of money. Facts on Bleak. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's in pursuit of money. So it's nothing any good. I've never... Go look at Jay-Z's interviews with the Breakfast Club. It was always something good in there. It was going to be something good in there. Charlamagne was going to ask something good, something tangible, something that we can chew on. He was going to put some money on the floor. It ain't even no goddamn money on the floor from this interview. It ain't. It ain't. So was Tony Yayo right about how he felt about Bleak and Jay relationship? Bleak is a little nigga, man. I'm a fan of his music. I got the CD on the fucking shelf. He's a little nigga, man. If a nigga has to get on a mic and say something like, no matter what happens to Bleak, as long as I'm alive, he's gonna die rich or some shit like that, you sounds like you're enabling a handicapped nigga. That sounds like you're in that. That don't even sound right. That's not no man shit. What do you mean as long as you're alive? Nigga, I'm gonna make my way regardless. I'm the myth man. Nigga, what? I don't need you. And he's getting carried like a little nigga. He is. I didn't think of that. He should have looked out for Bleak. Same shit Yayo be saying. He deals with who he think is enlightened. It's like when a bitch don't talk to you until you start wearing Gucci. He said, man, you sound disappointed. I ain't disappointed. I put money on the floor for my motherfucking self. People came here. It's almost 650 of y'all here right now. People came here to hear what the fuck I was going to say. The money is already on the floor. Memphis Bleak got to struggle. He got to figure out what he going to do. He got to figure out what he going to do. You know why? Because he can't get in front of a camera and be engaging by himself like me. He need a guest. Me, I get in here and get the dribbling by my motherfucking self, man. And, you know, started with a biscuit. Now I got a loaf. I did that. If Jay would have got in Bleak's podcast, it would have pushed his fan base. You are speaking facts. My man said open the phone lines. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? Y'all want to talk to the dribble? Hold on. Hold on. Let me move some of this shit out the way. Moderators, y'all ready? Y'all ready? He said the money on the floor is gonna come from the album. Man, ain't nobody checking for no goddamn Jay-Z album. This nigga last few offerings has been Luke fucking warm. The nigga need to cut his hair, cut them fucking weird ass dreads off his head, and get your waves back and put on a bulletproof vest. Go back to that. You need the Timbs and the bulletproof vest. You've been fucking up ever since you got on this space shit, man. It just ain't, this ain't doing it for us. Seems to me everything DeHaven and Oskino been saying is kind of true about Hove. He's not showing that he's a team player. You just disrespected me in public. You got on somebody else's podcast and I got one, nigga. We neighbors? You ain't even gave me a drop. How the fuck do I have a podcast? I don't even... Yo, this Jay-Z, man, you tuned into the Rock Whatever podcast by my man Memphis Bleak. That takes a couple of seconds. You can send it through a cell phone text message. How the fuck you don't have that? This nigga don't love me. I would have been got the fuck away from that nigga. These niggas be scared to go stand on their own too, man. They be clinging to these niggas so bad They cling to these niggas so bad, like it's the end of the world. These niggas have zero confidence. They don't got no confidence. They don't got no fucking confidence. These niggas just feel like they just can't find a way without these niggas. I ain't accepting no fucking abuse from nobody. Fuck that. He said, yeah, throw a Yankee fitted on. Yeah, he need to cut that shit off his hair. He want to be Basquiat. I think Jay would have did an interview with Bleak. He would have showed how much of a nigga still is, and he can't show that anymore. This shit was so... Ugh. While I was watching the interview, one of my baby moms brought me a plate. Fresh off of Ramadan and shit. I'm still getting plates and shit here. You trying... I take plates. While she come in the room, in the living room, I'm watching the interview. She said, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to do a live stream on this Jay-Z interview. She sits down for a couple of minutes. And you know what she said? Why is he talking like that? Why is he talking like that? And I'm like, damn, that's crazy that you could come in here and pick up on it. Why the fuck is he talking like that? He be trying to be so that, fam, you tripping, my nigga. You tripping, man. Like, come back down. Come down. Come on back down. You tripping, my nigga. Talk to me. All of these analogies and all of this this bullshit that you saying, man, like this ain't working, man. This ain't gonna be no good. It's not. We can't do this. He needs to get rid of Beyonce. Moderators, y'all ready? Basquiat was a blade. Somebody told me this about Jim Jones. They said before Jim come out with an album, Jim will go back to the block in Harlem and sit on that crate and smoke blunts and kick it and absorb all that pain, all that misery, the latest slang, the latest originality, fashion, whatever, that energy. He will go and just absorb it from the pavement, and then he will go into the booth and give us an offering. Somebody told me that about Jim Jones. Now, I'm not saying that Jay-Z can go back to the projects and start hanging around and shit, but he's so far removed from that which he once stood upon that he's bland. This shit is bland. Moderators, hold on. Look at Kanye. This is probably the reason why he had a problem with Jay-Z, but people was calling him crazy. Man, something is different about this nigga. This nigga's tripping. He is. This is why it gets on my nerves for people to say that Jay-Z is a better rapper than Tupac. Dude is a sucker. He said Gully like Cuddy from The Wire. It's Jones bringing plates, be batting their eyes. My man sent me a $22 super chat and said, can you play Turkish rap? You need to hit me at gullytvboss@gmail. I will gladly play your Turkish rap, man, but we got to make sure you got U.S. currency. Moderators, put this number in the chat. 332-218-1380. Talking like he in a boardroom. He said a bunch of nothing. Yeah. Sacramento, what's up? Jay-Z. Gully, you right. Jay-Z. Yeah, it seems he is detaching himself from hip-hop. He couldn't even come to the most important anniversary for hip-hop, the 50th anniversary. Jaywalking in the Yankee Stadium like the Viceroy sitting on the front throne. I hope I pronounced that right. It's different levels, Gully. Hov sit down with the young man But the white dollar behind the sit down is different. Wall Street. I just said that once money gets involved, it fucks up the potency. It fucks up the chemistry. It does. He could have went to Fab Five Freddy. He could have went to Fab Five Freddy. He could have. He could have went to Fab Five Freddy. He could have went to somebody who's in tune with what the fuck is going on. He needs to be in a setting where this shit ain't pre-rehearsed, this shit ain't edited or nothing. We about to have a conversation. We about to have a conversation, man. How do you feel about Puff getting them 4 years and shit like that? Is this something that you don't want to discuss? Is that still your friend? How do you feel about what happened to him? We want to know. This is the shit people want to know. You see 50 Cent carrying on. He takes shots at Puff. He takes shots at you. Where did this come from? When you guys once promoted y'all Reebok sneakers together. Y'all had a little freestyle video together. What happened? Where did we go wrong? People want to know these things. Don't nobody want to hear the space shit you talking about, man. And he's still talking about he owned the fucking Nets or had, man, you ain't own that shit. You ain't had nothing. Them white folks used you, man, to dupe us. You ain't had nothing going on with the Nets, man. Stop saying that shit. You keep saying that shit. Man, stop it. You did not have nothing going on with the Nets. Them white folks used you. They probably gave you a little check, greased your palms a little bit, but stop saying that. We all know that that's not the truth. American Tradesman, I appreciate your super chat. LA loves your content. Thank you, sir. Pac was accessible. He's the real undercover brother. Jay-Z might be a vampire. He a billionaire. That's what's the difference. Do a billionaire stop you from being black? You still a nigga. He put the song out. Still nigga. You still a nigga. Does a billionaire remove you from that? Don't you know that you still, it don't matter what type of fucking dollar you got. You'll get the Bill Cosby treatment if they get your dick in a vice. Bill Cosby just forked over, what was it? They said it was 19 million one day, and then the next day they said it was $62 million or some shit for some shit that happened in the 70s. Still nigga. GullyTV boss at Gmail, man. I don't discuss those types of things online, man. You got to go to all the business is conducted by way of email. GullyTV boss at Gmail, 332-218-1380. For those who watched that boring ass 35-minute interview, that shit didn't even do nothing for Shorty. That shit didn't even do, and then they was changing clothes and shit, man. What the fuck is all this wardrobe change and shit about? What is this about? Man, we need some potent dialogue. You keep changing clothes, keep coming out here with these whack-ass Adidas and shit like that. And in between, they got images of him with smoke around him and shit like that. The fuck is this for? The fuck is this for, man? Like, what the fuck is all this extra shit for? All we need is a mic, a motherfucking cameraman, and let's get it fucking shaking, man. We got records to break. He's a clone. Jay-Z is the streets. No, he not. No, he not. No, he not. No, he not. He's not. Fab Five be out here on Crenshaw sometimes. I have photos with him and everything. Okay. He wanted to control the conversation. I believe that. It was obvious that it was choreographed. Of course, if you sit down with somebody like Jay-Z, he's going to put it on the table, the things that he don't want to talk about. Some of these people are put in situations where there's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity on the floor. And if, the dollar amount is what motivates you, you're going to just suck it up. I would have been out of shape if I was Shorty, because I didn't get nothing off. When that interview came out, his friends didn't call him and say, yo, you did good, man. That was a good interview. Because it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't at all. Make sure y'all like this video and share this to your social media platforms. I need y'all to do that. Jay looking like a Haitian from Miami with that mop on his head. He could have went to Nori. The fact that he didn't go to no black folks bothers me. It does. It does. Because this black empowerment shit that you be putting in your raps every now and then, this is not what you're demonstrating. This is not what you demonstrate. This is not it, man. This is not it. And you're supposed to be music's most prized possession. Hip-hop music's most prized possession. Some sucker shit. I ain't got no problem saying it, man. Some sucker shit. I'm disappointed. And I imagine that this pop out is gonna, it might be something to follow this, because he has to advertise and promote this performance in Yankee Stadium. That shit in the Roots Picnic, that shit gonna be off the chain. It is. It is. That shit gonna be off the chain, for real. But this Yankee Stadium shit, man, I'm told that $1,000 tickets and, you know, $1,000 nosebleed seat tickets and shit like that. This is all to prove a point that he's the guy. Very ego-driven gentleman, if I had to say so myself. Money probably would shape a person's ego to be a certain way. Jay-Z, the GOAT, right? I'm telling y'all, this interview is just like his music. He said it on a song some years ago. He said, this shit that I'm on, I'm already home. So that could be what we getting. He's already home and he don't even care anymore. He's only concerned with lining his pockets with residuals and shit like that. But the actual output, the product, he probably don't even care. Everything Jay do is curated now. Could have at least went to Big Boy. Jay-Z ain't wrote God a check because he asked Hov for a loan. Jay looking like a Haitian from Miami. He said battling was I'm glad you said that. This nigga he had the nerve to be critical about the current state of battling that be going on in hip-hop. And of course he mentioned the nerd battle. That's Drake and Kendrick Lamar. That's a fucking nerd battle. I said it the whole time it was going on. It's a fucking nerd battle. He spoke about the nerd battle. And he went on to say something about it affects people's families. And I know I don't like it. I know it sounds funny. And man, what the fuck is you talking about, man? You threw Nas' baby mom under the bus. What the fuck is you talking about? It ain't no good no more? The fuck is you talking about, my nigga? This is competition. Battling is competition. Battling takes shape in every physical activity. It does. Don't you see these niggas in the big three getting it on? The NBA getting it on? The NCAA tournament getting it on? These niggas on Baller's Life. Uncle Scoob and them niggas playing one-on-one, getting it on. We want to see who the best. That's what it is. We want to see who the best. The fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? This is how far removed this nigga is from the art form now. You need to bring your ass the fuck off them golf courses or wherever the fuck you be at. Stop smoking cigars. Cigars are fucking disgusting. Stop fucking smoking cigars and all this weird, goofy shit that you associate with opulence. You're going weird, man. You fucking up. You're going weird. It's almost like you ain't even black no more. Do your finances stop you from being black? What the fuck? Don't make no sense to me. Pac was willing to answer the tough questions. Jay-Z is not a billionaire. How many billionaires will allow their mother-in-law to sell gumbo at a pop-up? Man, he ain't had nothing to do with that nasty ass gumbo. They saying that that bitch put voodoo in that gumbo. They got a whole video, man. They said that lady was putting voodoo in that gumbo, man. Sent motherfuckers to the emergency room and shit like that. Oh my god. The whole interview was weird. It was a GQ magazine interview. We don't care about GQ. GQ is a fashion publication. Yes, they've always had musicians and athletes and influential people contained within the magazine. This is where he chose to break his silence at on GQ. I said this 1,000 times. Whenever they get involved, GQ, Complex, Billboard, Rolling Stone, whenever these big conglomerates get involved with this art form, they fuck it up. Everything goes bad. And this should be prohibited. This is when keeping it real goes wrong. These niggas is not keeping it real. It's not. They not keeping it real. I don't have respect for people, and I don't know Hov personally. I know he know me. I don't appreciate this shit. I don't. It's some sucker shit. It's some sucker shit. Straight up. Shout out to the algorithm. When you get your ass on this online shit, when you get on this timeline, you got to deal with us. Everybody that Mano mentioned in that song. You got to acknowledge and deal with us. What makes you think you better than the algorithm, monkey? What makes you think you better than the algorithm? You went to GQ and gave us that bullshit. Not a black baby was fed off that content. Not a black baby was fed. He said Gully is mad as hell. I watched it. It put me to sleep. I'm not exaggerating. I had to wake up, wind it back a little bit, and start back over and listen to what he was saying and shit. And he was trying to make sense of, number one, we don't even care about that Kendrick Lamar shit. The pop topics, we don't care about that shit. We don't care about that shit, man. We don't care about that shit. Talking about the Super Bowl and Kendrick, and I think they really hate each other, and when it gets online, they got they supporters, and this happens and that happens. Nigga, people chose sides when you and Esco was going through it. People chose sides when Queensbridge and KRS-One was going through it with MC Shan. People chose sides. Some people like chocolate. Some people like vanilla. This is what the fuck happens. The shit that you saying don't resonate with this art form. It don't. The shit that he's saying, it don't resonate with this art form whatsoever. Trey Bucks, hold on. (332) 218 1380. He said, I didn't see it yet. You didn't miss nothing. You can go watch it when you get up off here. I thought the interview was great. He a billionaire. What he need, Bleak? What else he need? Bleak, we need answers. Jay-Z too busy trying to be like Prince. I want to know what DeHaven did to him. Why the hate on Hov? If anybody ever has an opinion, y'all get to talking about hate. I ain't got to hate on Jay-Z. I'm better looking than Jay-Z. His money can't get him out of that. How you like them apples? He needs a Drink Champs interview, then Joe and Jada, then Bleak podcast. So you saying him going on Drink Champs? Nori probably would have asked him some hard questions, some questions that people wanted to know. Nori probably would have. Fat Joe and Jada, I believe they already shot their pitch and he declined. And I'm pretty sure Nori then shot his pitch many years ago and then got declined. So they gotta watch him go and drink the white man's ice water while the niggas that the art form, the niggas who built the art form, go without. You can't give me one good reason why he went outside of this art form to even do this interview, because they put him on the front of a magazine. Nobody even fucking reads magazines. It's 800 people in here right now. Don't nobody in this chat got a subscription to GQ magazine. Motherfucker might grab a GQ in the airport or some shit like that. Nobody reads fucking magazines. You can read the shit digitally online. Trey Bucks, I appreciate your super chat. Let me see something. Let me see something. Trey, text me your number. I wish you could put it in the chat. I'm gonna call you. All right, my fault. 332-268-1380. My fault. 332-268-1380. Pardon me. Jay-Z inspired thousands of niggas to hit that block. Interesting, he's switching up. I went to the Roots picnic last year. It was terrible because of the rain. Jay getting corny. His ego is like yours, Dribble. Jay-Z and me are two totally different people. I would never run around with my hair looking like that. Oh, shit. No, sir. No, sorry, Bob. I put the wrong number in there, man. You know what else I asked him? What the fuck is up with Rock Nation? Why does everybody leave Rock Nation? And what did you do to LaRussell? soon as you signed LaRussell.
Hello, Moto.
Talk to the Dribble. Where you from?
Dribble Almighty. This is Chris from Long Island. I'm just not going to be too long-winded about this.
Hold on. You got to speak up, Chris. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Speak up. What's up?
How you doing, Jamel? But not to be too long-winded about this, Jay. It finally came to a point where he showed himself to who he really was. Somebody who always wanted to have white validation, somebody who always wanted to be associated with whiteness. If you listen to his music, you can hear back in the day they used to call him a camel, they used to call him all these things. And mind you, as sensitive as he is, you can now see why he didn't want to be around black people. But now, as you can see, once you get away from the sauce, you become stale. You feel me?
He's stale as a motherfucker. Yeah, it's blatant. Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
But like you were saying, you were not going to get somebody to really give him an interview and ask him the tough questions. He's somebody who's very sensitive and he got smoked that way. Like, we got to start seeing it for what it is. Like, people like Funk said, the reason why Jay-Z can't be on social media...
He can't take it.
Yeah, you can't take it. Can't take it. Think about it like this. We hear about Choke No Joke, and you may have your feelings about Choke No Joke, but he's been consistent about how Jay-Z acts with people, how he's always been a very, sensitive, vindictive individual. Like, dog, you got to remember, Choke No Joke said this: I never did anything to this person and I got blackballed. And hey, we can say whatever we want about Nicki Minaj, right? And as soon as she spoke up for her $1 million that was owed to her by title.
Yeah.
Everything went left for her. But she had the fortitude, the intestinal fortitude to talk about, hey, this is what happened to me, and he's the direct result of it. Let's look at Rock Nation for instance. Desiree Perez's daughter, Demori Hadley, got put in a mental health institution because she didn't Desiree Perez didn't like her daughter's husband. So
boyfriend, yeah.
Actually, that's her husband.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the type of people he deals with. Think about it. Desiree Perez is a stone cold rat. And you talk all this street shit, all this power, I'm really from the cloth, but you rocking with rats. So it just shows you that this man did anything to get to that level. It's like the ends justify the means. And I want to leave you with this. In the Epstein files, I'm not talking about, those fake allegations. I'm talking about the dude from the Barclays Center who basically said this. Everybody in Brooklyn should really be protesting like the people in Sao Paulo. Because the reason why I bring up Sao Paulo, back in 2014, that's when the World Cup was in Brazil. So, and everybody was getting mad in Brazil because the stadiums weren't going to help the populace at large. So he compared their protests and our inaction in Brooklyn to be a direct result of Jay-Z. So what basically the white boy said is Jay-Z is our whipping boy. So that's just what it is.
I appreciate you calling in, man. Your insight was incredible. Thank you. Call in and talk to the dribble, man. I 100% agree with the things that he said. Did nobody benefit by that stadium being built, the Barclays Center being built in Brooklyn? You might have some janitors, just niggas. You might have some people that's employed there. I probably won't dispute that, but they were speaking about there was going to be some affordable housing that surrounded this arena and shit like that. And lo and behold, when it was built, the housing wasn't for people of color. It was a bunch of deception, bunch of bullshit. Rumors on the ground getting too loud. Please turn them shits down. Can't hear myself. Turbulence. Talk to the dribble. Where you from?
From Jersey. This one quick question, Gully.
What up?
What is that hat you got on and that jacket? That inspired, brother.
Fashion Bomb Couture, man. This is my brand and shit. It's on my website, www.fashionbomb, BAAM. Fashion Bomb Couture. I got the sweats on and everything.
All right, I got you, brother. Yes, sir, that's fire. Good looking.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Call in and talk to the dribble. Hey, my man, whoever calling from that restricted number, you got to put some caller ID on that, my nigga. You got to put some caller ID on that, man. Unblock your number. Okay. Excuse me. Talk to the dribble. What's up?
Gully, what up with it?
I'm in here discussing this bland-ass interview, man. I didn't appreciate it, man. Jay-Z hasn't done an interview in some years, and that's how he chose to, reintroduce himself to the art form.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? I'm gonna keep it simple, man. I think Jay is the type of person, man, who's just trying to always separate himself, man.
Obviously.
It's like the kid, the cool kid at school who get the car first, and look down on everybody else who still trying to hustle to get theirs. So I have no problem with wanting to show black people that okay, it's more to life, right? But I knew he was kind of going another way once he was going crazy with the art thing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because that's not saying that you can't get into that, but we collect shoes. We into who dunking the ball and stuff like that. But you know, I don't know, man. I just think he wanted them bougie type of people, man. Who once they get to a certain level, they look down upon you and don't want to let you
crazy,
into their
man.
circles, man.
How you leave public housing and become bougie? That's crazy as hell.
Because you were never supposed to get there. Okay, you were never supposed to become this ultra billionaire, right? And Jay-Z's looked at as sophisticated too. He's been looked at as sophisticated. He's not looked at as somebody wild like a Tupac was,
right?
Or you know, just a number of people, a DMX, or just anybody who we seen that didn't have a level of competence like Jay-Z does. And I will say this: I think white people can stomach Jay-Z. You know,
I agree.
You know,
yeah,
he's easy to get along with. I can't explain, but I just think Jay behind closed doors might sell you out, right? And I hate to say that about him, right? Because I like Jay-Z, right?
I believe he's done it already. Go ahead.
Right. And one thing you did say that I didn't agree with all the way, I don't think Nori would have asked him any questions. Only person I think would have actually asked him something because he's just not afraid of him because he's the right color, I think it would be Vlad.
Vlad?
Yep, I think Vlad would have asked him, would have found a way to sneak in something. I promise you, I think it would have been Vlad.
Nori's form of sugarcoating is to make it to ask somebody something in a joking manner. You know what I'm saying? Like if he would have walked out on thin ice, he would have made a wisecrack and tried to ease the tension in the room and shit. But you know, to each his own, man. If you think Vlad would have did the thing, you know.
Because I think them other guys respect Hov, and they would have looked at it as Hov is throwing them a bone.
Yeah, you don't think Vlad respect Hov?
I do, but I don't think he needs him, right?
Yeah.
I think Jay can still pull some strings and sabotage some things with Nori, or who knows? He can still pull some strings.
Okay,
you know?
Okay.
These guys love to, you know, from what we hear, these guys want to be invited to a Rock Nation brunch.
Yeah, ain't no more Rock Nation brunches, but I hear you. Before you go, did you see that interview with Gunplay talking about how he bust Vlad head open?
Yeah, I seen that shit, man. Hey, look, man. My thing with Gunplay, man. Gunplay is a loyal soldier, man.
That nigga crazy,
I think what Wall should do, man, is look out for the homie, man, because he's been a lawyer. You could tell that guy.
Yeah, he's very sincere, man. Shout out to Gunplay, man. Hope they
give him a restaurant. Give him 2, man.
Yeah.
Give him 2 wing stops, man. Call it a day, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling in, man. I gotta take another call. Thanks for calling in.
All right, bro.
Thank you. Hey, homeboy who keep calling restricted, man, I'm not gonna accept the call, man. You gotta take that restriction up off your joint, man. He forgot he had Prodigy on the Summer Jam screen too. Yeah. Did y'all see that Gunplay interview? Gunplay been wilding online recently. He told a story about how they whooped Vlad. He said, man, I didn't even know who he was. He said, I looked over, they was already whooping on him. He said he had a bottle in his hand. Boop! He said the bottle. He said his hand split open. The bottle fell to the floor. The bottle had lean in it. He said I gotta get my bottle. Oh shit. Oh shit. A lame with money is just a lame. Joe Grind on the tap in. What's up, homeboy? The health department shut her gumbo stand down. Yeah, they did. Pac was 25 years of age. We never saw what he could have been. Jay-Z was 26 when he touched down. He's almost 60. It's just evolution. As far as the evolution part, right? I mentioned Fab Five Freddy. I know he's 60. And he just seems, he still seems in touch with the art form. He still seems thorough in the motherfucker. He still seems cool in the motherfucker. He still seems like he has his credibility. As far as the the evolution shit. I said that a wise man will change many times, man, but Jay-Z is I don't know what to fucking say, man. Like, how do you do a whole 35-minute interview and don't give us nothing? What did you think you was gonna accomplish by doing that? Peace. Jay been questionable. Style curated by a Harlem dude. Backstory manufactured by a childhood friend. And questionable dating history at best. You see what he looked like and he sound corny. DeHaven and Oskino interviews speak volumes of Jay-Z's character. Jay-Z is a very insecure man. Notice how everyone who is signed under Rock Nation can't drop an album unless they are a woman. I just told you, man, don't call here restricted, man. I'm not gonna answer it, man. All right, let's see what we doing here. I gotta turn that all the way down. If you continue to call here restricted, I'm gonna continue to abort the call. We can do this all night. Can't believe he said that about Kendrick and Drake when he had one of the most historical rap beefs with Nas. He needs to address DeHaven and Jazzo. Nori calls him big homie. We don't trust nobody to call another man big homie. Don't do that. 50 grand, man. I appreciate your super chat. He basically interviewed himself, Gully. That's basically the gist of it. Yeah, that's what I got out of it. Gully, you're not a hater. It's just your opinion. I've heard you big up Ho before. I'm a big Ho fan. But this was some sucker shit. This was some sucker shit. I listen to Jay-Z in the gym. I get a lot of insight, inspiration out of Jay-Z's music. But it's old music. It is. Only time I glance at GQ is at the market shopping. Hove is alleged to be a real one. Jay-Z seemed very docile. I agree. My take is this. Hove feels that if any of his rap peers have gone on before him, he figured he'd choose GQ because it's not the typical platform for hip-hop. It's always been about the separation. He's being eclectic. He said, but your ego might just be as big as his, though. His might be manufactured. You know, he was the guy that came in talking about ice all the time and Bentleys and all of this material shit. He needed that shit. Me, I played point guard. I was bred to feel that I'm the shit. I was in charge of directing other men, telling other niggas what to do. I get in a big man face. Get your bitch ass in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Get your bitch ass in the paint, man. Go box out. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up. Nas told Jay-Z he sold his soul for riches. He did say that. Gully, finish saying what you were going to say about LaRussell. I think you were going to make a great point. I appreciate your super chat. We want to know what the fuck you did to LaRussell, my nigga. You signed LaRussell. LaRussell turn around and say that Jeffrey Epstein is heaven sent, and his fucking platform his followers, his supporters, they went ballistic to the point the nigga had to unplug and deactivate his fucking Instagram account. What the fuck did you do to this nigga? And how do you feel about the things that he said? These are the questions that should be presented during an interview. You just signed LaRussell. How did he get on your radar? He's a Bay Area artist. Let's talk about it. We got none of that. We got none of that. We got nothing current. I can't even repeat nothing that was said besides the fact that at the beginning, he made a point of saying how he felt about being accused of raping that 14-year-old girl by Tony Busby and shit like that. And then after that, everything was it was fluff. Fluff. Joe Budden would have asked him, great question. Charlemagne would have did it. The Bleak reference, 1,000% agree with you. Forget Vlad. Star would ask him the real questions, no chaser. Nori on Rock Nation payroll. Hell no. You see the way he tap danced with Nas. I agree with Dude 100%. Nori glaze hove every chance he get, and I'm a Nori fan. All right. Jay-Z is traumatized from the rape allegations. Jay don't got the energy to be on Bleak platform talking like they on the block. Somebody said that's Un. It is. It's him or Eon. That's why I ain't answering it. I know it's one of them niggas. They think they're going to get on here and get some airtime. Eon. Eon is from DC Blacks. He that caveman looking nigga from DC Blacks. He ain't been online in about 3 weeks since they pulled that paperwork back out on his ass. Nigga from DC Gospel went and got the authentic paperwork on this rat, and he ain't been online in 3 weeks. You bitch ass nigga. You made videos about me for 12 months. Bring your monkey ass the fuck up out of here. Bring your ass out here. Straight up. That's who it is. It's Eon or Un. Them niggas don't got no wins. They think they gonna get on here and start ranting. Not gonna happen. Yo! Shout out to the Dribble Dazzling performance as always. I've been here over an hour, man. Make sure y'all go to the website. Get the trifecta, man. This is very, very necessary, man. You see the type of energy I bring here. You see the type of enthusiasm I bring here. It's because I'm in great shape. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm eating right. My blood circulation is at peak performance. It's because of this right here. You can get this. This is a 30-day supply from therealdribble.com. This is not like Pink Horsepower. Pink Horsepower is a male enhancement supplement, meaning it got some poison in there that's gonna make your dick hard but kill you after you climax. This right here, this shit is 100% natural. And y'all watching what it's doing for me, man. I put up videos of me in the gym and shit. I'm 49 years old, man. You know that you gotta have your dribble right, man, to do this shit. That ain't none of your business why Sauce ain't signed. I don't think Sauce is relevant anymore, man. Sauce Money, that's a long time ago. Very, very far removed from the algorithm. Anyway, we control this shit. Everybody that you seen in Mano's music video, we are the algorithm. I appreciate y'all tuning in to Gully TV tonight. I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate y'all tuning in. Everybody that called, appreciate you, man. Make sure that you follow me on IG at IamGullyTV_ and go to the website, therealdribble.com. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a great evening. Peace.